Good morning, dear colleagues. Before starting my communication, I would like to thank all organizers of this conference for their great job from the Pakistan-AZSP University. I'm Dr. Kies Fatima, an Italian researcher in marine sciences. Our communication is on the benefits of artificial intelligence, recognized as AE. Our case study was on Iran. This research was done in collaboration with our colleagues Dr. Abdul Munaim Fakhri Kamal Mohammed from the Egyptian University, Professor Patricio de los Rios Escalante from the Chilean University, and our colleagues from the Iranian University, Professor Mohammed Jalil Zuhair Zahra. Aquaculture is a 1,000-year-old activity that has developed slowly by drawing on traditional knowledge or achievement made thanks to farmers' curiosity, dates, positive experiences and mistakes, or through cooperation. As a result, aquaculture has expanded over the centuries and integrated with the natural, social, economic, and cultural environments. Major developments in aquaculture have benefited from scientific advances now and in the future. The result is that unprecedented growth has been achieved and aquaculture now provides more than half of the world's fish supplies from human consumption, especially some countries in the world that depend on fish for their economy, which is the main food for all the population. Automated analysis and follow-up of the environment of fish forms artificial intelligence. Due to the importance and novelty of research aimed at protecting fish farms from sudden death through early detection of fish diseases and following up and analyzing fish movement in ponds, we have implemented some steps to make the system send a signal through the mobile application or web application to notify those of concern about changes and environmental condition of the farm that may threaten the safety of the fish farm. Iran, also called Persia and officially the Islamic Republic of Iran, is a country in Western Asia. It's bordered to the northwest by Armenia and Azerbaijan, to the north by the Caspian Sea, to the east by Afghanistan, to the southern east by Pakistan, to the south by the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman, and to the west by Turkey and Iraq. Tehran is the capital and the largest city, as well as the leading economic and cultural hub. As we know, artificial intelligence has enabled tremendous advances in monitoring. It's a great plus than any other available method. Discovery for marine life diseases, analyzing marine fish movement or marine life in their general, in order to protect them from any damage, detecting any abnormal behavior in the farm environment, make periodic photos of marine life and the fish, especially to detect diseases, expecting monthly fish production. Artificial neural network and artificial intelligence are suitable for any kind of planet organism in fisheries or ponds spotted with occult fins, notches, or other unique physical characteristics. The number of manually annotated images depend on the species present in the fishery. Artificial intelligence is used to collect images of specific types from the general fisheries website, and then the AI begins to search for those images through what has been previously photographed and give data about their health and movement. Is the fish movement healthy or not? If it is not sound, the AI sounds all the data. The fish movement is not sound to the employee in charge of the personal phone and also gives and prints a report at the same time about the health status of the fisheries. Also, new photos can be added in order for the reports to be sound and complete until the employee in charge of the fisheries attempts to be automatically identified. Technology is being used to take advantage of chain of text, AI software to find answers to questions related to the science of conservation of aquatic organisms, especially aquatic fish. Most recent results in AI use open source machine learning libraries. Accordingly, the aquatic organisms were identified and analyzed, their movement and follow-up were identified, their sounds were determined, and the fish sounds were differentiated according to their species, and the sound of the aquatic organism must be recognized. Therefore, we developed algorithms in the search to determine whether the sound clips contain aquatic crises or not, and the testing of this algorithm. AI software may be more likely to make mistakes compared to trained humans. Therefore, the results are validated by taking a small sample and testing the model on data from another research project or different countries to ensure that the model generalized the results as expected. And this is done in the investigation by comparing it with other models before giving any output data. Validated verification of the accuracy of the results of the AI program and extensive testing for the purpose of comparing program results and analyzing obtained with the field observation. The artificial intelligence program monitored previous events from several previous reports that humans have seen and heard, and then a data analyst within the Python program would rule out false positive results. In order to estimate the actual expectation rate of fish projection quantities by artificial intelligence. In order to train artificial intelligence methods, it is required to provide historical labeled data. However, when a farmer aims to set up a new aquaculture firm, historical farming data is not available for that location. So that we provided a guideline to utilize neural artificial networks models trained for a different location to a new location based on similarity between the two locations. In our area in Iran, results show that model relocated can significantly reduce the shortcoming generated from data unavailability for a particular location. The biological neuron information comes into the neuron via dendrite. Soma processes the information and passes it on via axon. In case of artificial neuron, the information comes into the body of an artificial neuron via inputs that are weighted. Each input can be individually multiplied with a weight. The body of an artificial neuron then sums the weighted inputs bias and processes the sum with the transfer function. At the end, an artificial neuron passes the processed information via outputs. As we explained before, the body of an artificial neuron then sums the weighted inputs, bias, and processes the sum with a transfer function. At the end, an artificial neuron passes the processed information via outputs. In this paper, we have presented a review of artificial intelligence methods in the aquaculture space. In future, we aim to extend some of these methods in time series machine learning methods. And we provided an extensive review of aquaculture research applying deep learning in terms of fish and water quality and odors. We further discussed the advantages, limitations, and the future chances and challenges of deep learning in aquaculture. We found that AI offered better performance than traditional methods and image processing techniques in most areas of aquaculture. So, dear colleagues, I hope that our communication was not boring, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for your attention and have a good time.